This time on Heavy Rescue 401.
She's chilly out here.
Big squalls.
Well, it's really snowing out now, isn't it?
Big slide.
Whoa, stop.
We'll get it done as soon as possible.
Sunny rolls.
Hold it!
With the punches.
Ugly.
And a muddy ditch.
The further you can go, this is really dangerous.
Won't let go.
Hey, no, hold it, stop.
Oh, these roads are pretty icy.
Visibility's not so good because of the weather.
Just last week, it looked like winter might be over. But today, drivers in Toronto are waking up to a brutal surprise.
Just watch this right lane here, eastbound, there's sheet ice.
This winter weather is not giving up. All of southern Ontario is getting hit by this system. It comes in waves and it will continue right through the morning.
All of a sudden, a weather system comes through, causing wet roads, freezing roads, and slippery conditions. And drivers who aren't adjusting their driving accordingly certainly can find themselves in a pretty tough situation.
Many people have already changed from winter tires to summer tires. I thought winter was over, but it looks like we may be in for an interesting day.
Still foggy down there by Woodstock.
To the southwest, traffic on the 402 is fighting through even worse conditions.
I can't see more than 30 meters ahead.
Heavy winds off of Lake Huron are shooting bands of blinding squalls across the highway.
It's getting a little bit hairy out here.
Just west of Strathroy, Ross Services' Austin Hutchinson heads into the worst hit stretch of road.
There's always a chance that the weather can pick up and get worse. So the goal for us is obviously we want to try and get in and get out as quick as we can.
Big truck, light showing there. It's... Oh, he ended up way over there.
Lead op Mike Ross is already on scene, setting up, and they might not have much time.
The squalls have been off and on all day, so we don't want to get hit with another squall out here.
All right.
We got a pretty bad ditch to deal with. We got two ditches. We got one going down and one going up, so twice as much fun.
That's pretty aggressive right there. Up's the same either way, but this is pretty hefty here. Looking at this thing, you would have thought that he would have flopped it as soon as he hit the first ditch. It's a pretty steep grade here, and then to make it up the second grade loaded without flopping it back the other way, I'm kind of impressed.
Thanks, guys.
Getting it back to the road upright will be tough.
I don't know if we can pull her open or not. I tried. It's jammed pretty good.
And before they can even begin,
Weather's really changed.
the next squall is right on top of them.
Chilly out here. It became winter very quickly.
Well, it's really snowing out now, isn't it?
It's snowing, it's blowing, it's windy, and it's right in your face. Oh man, this just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's definitely changed, hasn't it? Last 5 minutes. All of a sudden, the squall just came out of nowhere, and visibility got real bad. Whew.
You can maybe see 100 feet, if that. That means trucks are coming up here and cars are coming up here from behind us, and they can't see us till they get right up on us.
Constable Jeff Hare has to weigh the urgency of the job against the safety of the crew.
We can't see them. That car's coming. They're not even getting over right now because they can't see us at all.
It's really changed in the last 10 minutes here.
The recovery is on hold.
Let's get out of here.
don't enjoy leaving wrecks on the side of the road. If I show up to something, I want to get there, I want to start, and I want to finish it.
This is uncontrollable. I just heard on the radio, they're going to be shutting everything down on this way. You get a little bit of snow going down through here.
250 miles east.
Westbound, you guys got a wreck recovery just ahead of you.
Weather west of Belleville has been far less severe.
That doesn't look good. A truck's on its side.
But there's still serious damage on the eastbound 401.
If it had been a trailer, it would have been broken apart.
The truck was hauling a container, or sea can, which held together.
I'm seeing this container chassis on its side, down an embankment.
But McCaffrey's towing owner, Kim Reed, is still facing a tough upright.
It's heavy. Sea cans are extremely strong, and this one was bowed out pretty good on the top.
The truck was navigating the ramp when it lost control, and the heavily loaded container toppled, smashing into the ditch.
I'm guessing the driver needed a new pair of pants when he was done that ride.
With a full load in the sea can, Kim's called in some backup.
That's over a long way, eh? Yeah.
B&G, led by Bill Wright.
We worked a couple jobs with Bill. He's been fantastic. So we brought the rotator in so that we wouldn't have to unload the cargo.
That cargo is a mystery.
The guys didn't have a bill of lading or a manifest, so they don't have a clue what they're hauling.
I have no idea what we are working with right now. I have no idea what the weight is. Bill and I are essentially working blind.
Could be as much as, 60,000 pounds.
Yeah.
In that can.
Exactly.
Wow, this is gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, the trailer's like compromised. The roof is bowed way out, back corner's kinked.
As far as being able to pull it up loaded without any assistance other than the straps, it's a chance that I'm not willing to take. I think this is gonna be a good job for the airbags.
Bill's air cushions might be able to help lift the container loaded and intact.
I think we slide it right up like here, basically.
But first, the two crews need to slide it onto level ground.
All right, where's the McCaffrey truck? Get her in here. Up and over the wheel? Yep.
Yellow's locked.
Locked?
Yep.
Give her a little pull. This side at the same time.
If you don't have the boom at the right angle and just get the right amount of lift, it will dig into the side of the bank.
Top, yeah. Top on the trailer.
The unknown weight is pushing right down on the roof.
Bring the tractor, Russ.
Even this first step is proving too much for the winches.
Not too much on that tractor, Russ.
His winch cables are screaming and yelling. There's a lot of things that could go wrong at this point.
A little bit, Russ.
On a ramp west of Belleville, the sea can and its mystery load are overpowering the wreckers.
What the hell?
Can you boom down, Shane? Get a little director pull off your truck.
I'm just gonna have to move the other side of my truck.
McCaffrey's operator, Shane, adjusts his boom to try for a better angle.
Bring it up, Russ. There you go. There you go. Yep, she's starting to crest the top of the hill here. good with that. We've got the trailer up on the pavement like we wanted. We've got a situation now where we can get behind the trailer and we get the airbag started.
But the lift just got more complicated.
The mounts and everything are all ripped off. What's still hooked up here? Nothing.
The sea containers are secured to the chassis with a locking twist pin on each corner. 2 of them were broken off.
The container won't stay connected to the chassis if they try to lift them together.
This chassis is gonna come off like nothing. Bottom corner broke free.
Our plan was to roll the chassis and the sea can together.
That's not good.
Now we can't bring it up as one unit. It has to come out as 2. It means more time, more rigging.
It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
You know, studying Woodstock, and then you get up here and the Bermuda Triangle.
Back near Strathroy, the blast of snow has finally blown through.
Sometimes the whiteout, sometimes it's not.
Time for a second crack at the stranded semi.
We're back on scene here. Obviously, the squalls have come in and out. We're hopeful that we're going to get this transport out of here safely.
It's crucial we get this out of here quickly before another squall rolls in.
All right. Do we want to try and scooch it down?
I'm gonna grab the suspension and I think we'll just drag it sideways down the hill.
Mike and Austin need to coax the 80,000-pound transport down one side of the ditch and up the other.
Tighten it up.
What do you think?
Very slowly, one at a time.
We have to be very careful with this because it could take off and go south very quickly.
Drag it sideways, yeah.
He's coming. I don't like that. Oh.
It didn't take much.
Every situation's different, so it's always a learning curve. You give it a good tug to get it to come sideways. With it on snow, it ends up being like a toboggan.
They'll need to re-rig to the front to pull the truck up to the road.
Well, you just move ahead and start pulling them out. Got her down one incline, we just gotta go up the next.
But hooking to the front
There we go.
comes with an extra hurdle.
Unfortunately, it has a rabbit bumper on it. The rabbit bumper is your worst nightmare in this situation.
The bumper severely limits the rigging points.
The pain in the ass, they're not fun to deal with because it does not take much to pull them off. They're not strong, they're in the way, and they bolt directly through where your toe pins would bolt onto this truck. So definitely is gonna pose a big challenge here.
Snug this up, Austin.
We don't have a choice. It's gotta come out. Watch your fingers. Hey, ready?
Go watch your toe pins.
Okay. It's moving. This thing's fighting. Come on. It's just fighting. Well, we made it this far out of the ditch without losing the rabbit bumper, so we're just about there. Okay, put your brakes on. That's it.
Oh, we got her. Finally out of the ditch.
And with no damage to truck or trailer.
You guys driving home tonight? God, that makes me happy.
As the winter comes to an end, the Ross Rotator Ops are just getting started as a team.
We know what our job is and we just go about doing it. He's very confident in my abilities as an operator, and obviously I feel the same way towards him.
Have fun.
We always win.
The scene is cleared. She's drivable. All lanes are cleared over. The ramp's closed in front of you. They've been shut down for a long time.
On the 401 near Belleville, the off-ramp is still shut down.
We figured we'd be out of here by noon today, but that is what it is.
Crews have towed away the container chassis, but the container itself is a much bigger problem.
The biggest challenge we have right now is the unknown of what it weighs.
Go up on one.
The airbags are fairly new for us. We've done some smaller stuff with them, but the heavier it gets, the trickier it gets.
We got to get as many bags in as we can so we share the weight evenly.
Bill and crew have never used the air cushions on a container without its wheels.
Using these bags on a flat bottom is a total new situation for me. The flat bottom may create a situation where this container is going to land really hard.
So Bill needs to soften the landing. As the airbags lift the sea can, 2 cone-shaped catch bags will be ready to cushion the container when it hits the ground.
But we got to get the catch bags ready because when it goes, oh, it's gone. It's going to go hard.
I'm a guy that believes in doing it home or at the yard, prior to doing it in the field. But sometimes you get in the field and it's a situation you didn't get to practice at home, or it's new, or it's different, and you go with it.
We got to be really careful this doesn't spit these catch bags out.
Oh, big time.
These catch bags are designed to have tires come down on them and hook into them. They're not really designed to catch a flat surface.
To keep the bags in place, operator Russ Kroon will need a crew member to hold each one.
All I want you to do is just hold this bag. Once it starts coming over, get out of here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? 2 guys holding the airbags. Very, very nerve-wracking. You don't want to have somebody standing in a position where they could be crushed.
Let me take it. You just stay with me until I start to run out. Yeah.
This is one of the first recoveries that I'm doing running the rotator itself.
Don't get ahead of me, Russ.
I'm just on edge right now.
You should be here where you can see your cable. Can't say I'm not nervous about the bag coming out.
Just get ready to yell at those guys to move.
Make sure it's got that bag hooked. Tighten up, Russ, tighten up. Slow, 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 slow. Make sure it's got that bag hooked.
On the 401 west of Belleville,
Get ready to yell at those guys to move.
2 heavy crews are trying to pull off a job unlike any they've tackled before.
It's the first time we've used the catch bags on a flat bottom surface.
Here, come on back.
Nerves are pretty high right now.
Tighten up, Russ, tighten up. Boom up. Slow, 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 slow. Hold that in there still. There she goes. Boom down, Russ, as soon as it starts to go.
Nice.
Nice job.
That was one of the nicest rollovers I've ever seen in my life. It was just unbelievable. What a weight off my shoulders.
They are a cool tool, eh?
That was awesome, yeah.
That worked good, eh? That was a whole lot better than unloading it.
With the container safely upright,
Okay, open it up, see what it is.
Kim can finally solve the mystery of what's inside.
Smells citrusy.
It's a load of grapefruit.
I love heavy recovery. It can be minus 45 degrees outside and miserable weather, and you could be freezing your butt off, and you're still having fun.
I need somebody heavier than me. I don't have enough oomph in my hip.
Enough what?
Oomph.
1 to each corner.
I am a heavy recovery guy, and that's what I love to do every day. It's the self-satisfaction of being able to go somewhere and be accepted as the guy that's going to make a difference.
31,000 on the scale, one end.
Wow. And Bill's love for this life is making a painful decision even tougher.
B&G Towing has been a family-operated business since the early 60s. Between my brother, myself, my children, it's a way of life for us. It's not work. This is what we do.
With an offer on the table to buy his heavy fleet, Bill is still struggling to find his response.
In the future, it's a little bit unknown at this time.
Good job. Everybody's going home and the grapefruit has survived.
As the week pushes on, a record-breaking warm front pushes out the winter weather.
Sunshine all the way back down the winter.
But bad decisions can cause trouble on the road in any weather.
Everything's good that way. Copy that, thank you.
So just east of London, the OPP is out to send a message.
All right, we're on the 401 westbound from Towerline.
2 OPP constables, hidden in an unmarked van, are on the lookout for distracted drivers.
Speed up to this guy here and take a look at him.
When you're operating a motor vehicle, your full attention has to be on driving. You need to have both hands on the wheel, you need to have your eyes open. It just takes a collective effort to change behaviors on the highways.
Hold it. Oh, yeah, I got one right here.
All right, we got a white pickup truck pulling a white trailer.
We're just going underneath Highway 19 right now.
Just up ahead,
10-4, I got you.
Constable Richard Tregovovich is ready.
Trooper in the offense, cell phone. Yep, 10-4, cell phone.
Okay, sir, the reason for the stop is you observed with a cell phone in your hand and manipulating it, okay? So you are going to be charged with a cell phone offense.
God, it's sitting on this.
That's for you to talk about with the courts if you don't agree with the charge. There was a van beside you and observed you with it. So you are going to get a ticket for the cell phone today, okay? So not only do you get the ticket here at the scene, you also get your driver's license suspended for 3 days, and then you have to get a reinstatement fee. It's obviously extremely serious. That's why we have these punishments in place. We have to deter this type of behavior.
But for now, the patrol
Speed up a hair.
will continue.
When we get distracted, we make mistakes. And when you make mistakes, then bad things happen. And so that's the reason why we're out here trying to make sure that people are getting to where they're going safely.
Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day.
125 miles southwest.
Guess we can't ask for much more than that.
Weather around Windsor is only getting warmer, and roads are dry and clear.
All right, let's go.
But Eric Goddard is heading to a major scene.
We are headed out now to get a loaded tractor and 2 trailers that had a collision today at an intersection involved with a minivan.
For this job, Derek Dodoni Sr. and his crew won't have to travel far.
The wreck's out on one of the concession roads out here. It's about 5 minutes away. We're gonna roll out to it and see what we got going on.
30 seconds out, guys. Oh boy. Damn.
This is ugly.
Arriving here, it pretty quickly tells the tale, right? We have a truck and 2 trailers in the ditch. The impact is obvious. The load scattered across people's yards, and the passenger vehicle is pretty much destroyed.
And word has come in from the hospital. The minivan's driver has not survived.
You try to just go ahead and do what you're hired to do, but it's always in the back of your mind that, you know, there's a family somewhere that is going to be missing a family member not coming home today because of this, right?
But for now, the crew must focus on the tough job ahead.
That side of the truck is literally, see how the mud's right here? Up to the wheel. On the other side, it's up to the top of the trailer.
You've got that much weight in soft, murky mud and water. The truck's just gonna keep sinking and sinking and sinking. That's a big pull right there. Front axle is probably busted out of it. For sure it's busted on the right side. It's gonna be like a giant suction cup, right? It's probably a good 10-foot ditch. The tractor and both B-trains are sunk right down into the water and mud. Be a lot of resistance factor there. We're gonna have to get wet and muddy.
Oh boy, that's crazy. Oh boy, that's crazy.
That's a big pull right there.
On a country road north of Harrow,
It'd be like a giant suction cup, right?
the county crew is facing a messy spill and heavy resistance.
We got to get this thing as light as we can.
And the load of soybeans is making that resistance worse by the minute.
The biggest concern for us, obviously, is what's still in the trailer. Sitting in that water, those beans are just soaking up water, right? So the longer it sits, the heavier it gets.
You need it right empty?
The more the merrier.
Ethan, seems to be okay as long as we stay on the heavy.
Senior's 15-year-old grandson, Ethan, is doing his part.
This is one of the biggest recoveries I've been called out to. They're gonna need as much help as possible, and I'm gonna be the one there to help out.
They're wheelbarrowing all the load back to the hopper, and then as quick as they put it in, he's taking it out. When the load is gone, then our job really starts getting this thing out of the ditch. A lot of work. Tedious process, but gotta get her done.
Eastbound, we're going to a stop.
250 miles northeast.
Tractor trailer accident up ahead.
Spring weather has settled over Toronto.
The town itself is completely blocked.
But on the eastern edge of the city, Sergeant Kerry Schmidt rolls up on a messy scene.
Wow, what a mess.
That doesn't look good.
And we're not dealing with winter weather, but we're now dealing with bad driving. The traffic is building, and we've got heavy delays here.
Time is of the essence. Afternoon rush hour, everyone's trying to get home. The quicker we get this cleaned up, the better it will be for everybody.
Those are massive rolls of paper.
Cleaning it up requires moving the cargo. 5 industrial rolls of paper, close to 10,000 pounds each.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
Sonny Subra is looking at a very awkward offload on a very busy ramp.
Middle of the city, and then rush hour is coming up, so we'll get it done as soon as possible.
It's been a tough winter fighting to build Prompt's heavy division. Long hours away from his son.
It's really hard. We are up day and night trying to survive, but whatever it comes, we trying to get it.
Today, he's teamed up with a crew from AZ Towing for this urgent job.
We don't have time. We gotta get this moving right away.
Use the strap, make a loop.
Okay.
Lift it up with the rotator and try to put on the float.
Okay, we're gonna do that then.
They're going to try to rig up these rolls and get them out safely and securely. But if anything was to shift and those rolls of paper begin to move, they're going to start rolling downhill, and that paper will just keep going right onto the highway.
And the heavy rolls are not designed for easy rigging.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, it's sliding. Yeah. Hold on. Everybody move.
It is really dangerous to dealing with this kind of heavy weight because if something breaks, it's gonna hit one of our guys.
Yeah, go. Sonny, careful, eh? It can roll back to your side. Set. That's it. Drop.
So far, the system is working, but the final piece is much more challenging.
Always last one give us a trouble. This is a tough one. This one is sitting on all the way the back of the trailer, and then it's sitting in a kind of an angle, so we're gonna have a hard time putting a strap underneath.
So Sonny wants to shift it into place from the outside.
Yeah.
So it's gonna roll on the strap, and then we're gonna put the strap and shackles and pull it out. That's the main plan.
Roll it. Tilt it. Push. Do the push.
It's a tight space to work with no easy escape.
Push. Okay, stay like that, okay?
If the paper roll back and then the side of the wall, you're gonna get pinched. You could die.
Careful.
Myself, I wanna go do it because I know I can get out quickly.
The strap is in place, but they can't predict how the roll will shift.
Okay, back.
Once they pull out the forks.
Okay, ready? Go. Okay, good. Yeah. Hold it.
Indeed, the ramp is still closed.
Okay, back.
On a ramp at the eastern end of Toronto,
Okay, ready?
2 crews are trying to safely shift almost 10,000 pounds of paper.
Okay, good. Yeah. Get it. Hold it.
The loader focus slipped.
Get it. Hold it.
And the paper roll started to roll back again. And then I was really scared. It had a chance to roll into the highway. I'm really lucky it stopped.
Beautiful.
And the plan has paid off. The strap is in place under the roll.
Chain is ready.
Now they need to pull it out and get the semi upright before commuters flood the 401.
Okay, let's go out. Okay, try it.
We are feeling the pressure because we gotta open this highway. This thing's gotta move very fast.
Yeah, we got it.
So now we have to be quick and rapid, rolled over and upright and go.
The wrecker and rotator will lift together with AZ's wrecker ready to catch.
Tighten it up.
Both crews need to time the move just right for a gentle landing.
If we don't work as a one team, it's gonna be a mess.
Ready? Let me know. Hold it.
Behind me.
Okay.
In front of me, okay?
Okay.
You on the trailer first and the tractor second. Nice work. Awesome.
It's come down soft and easy and then got it done.
Hey, good job, guys.
Good job.
That's a nice one. Nice big rollover.
Sonny ends a difficult winter with a success.
Let's hook it up and go.
But can he take another winter of fighting for every job?
The family is the first thing for me before anything comes. So like I am really thinking to slow down on the work a little bit and then put more time with the family and look after my son and everything. So like things getting changed right now.
So Sonny doesn't know where he'll be when the snow flies again.
Sometimes you gotta just look for your interest and your family and just move on. Good things will happen.
The ramp's clear now. All lanes are open.
they're gonna pull the tractors out now.
Back near Harrow, the county team is finally finished with the soybeans.
We've been waiting good 2 or 3 hours for the offload. We're gonna get hooked up, rig the hell out of it, and pull and see what we got.
But as the wreckers move into place, the lengthy offload has come at a heavy cost.
Now we're stuck in this position to do a rather tricky recovery, and very little time before it gets dark. It's crunch time.
You're good.
Kind of like a symphony going on.
2 wreckers will pull on the tractor, while Senior's wrecker and Eric's rotator wrench the 2 trailers up the bank.
Feed it to me, I'll take it this way.
The mud will create intense resistance once they start pulling, but the wet conditions are already causing problems.
I've never seen a truck deeper in the mud than this.
And we're dealing with so much mud pack that there's nothing really we can do but dig and dig and dig.
It's a messy job, that's for sure.
Oh, that water's cold.
How cold is it?
It's real cold. Slipping in the water. Son of a bitch.
We're gonna need a second rotator to get me out of this hole. I love my job, I love my job!
I thought I was smart. I had my fire boots, but those didn't really help. Getting too old for this crap.
Rigging up is a struggle for the entire crew, but no one more than Eric.
Sometimes I forget the kind of shape that my knees and stuff are in, and I go up and down and up and down, and at some point I'm asking for help to get me out of the ditch.
Okay. It's gonna be a big pull. It's not every day you got that many lines on, but with this one here, we're gonna need them. All right, let's go.
Okay, Senior, go ahead, I'm with you.
The amount of mud coming up out of the ditch is unbelievable. It's almost like trying to push a marble through a brick wall.
Get that tractor coming up.
Until they can break through that wall and pull it upward.
That tractor coming up yet?
The truck will just keep rolling along the edge.
It's tracking.
We really need to get the thing coming up out of that ditch, or Senior and I are going to be in a position where we're not going to be able to hold these trailers any longer.
We don't want to walk this down the ditch, eh?
And that's what's going to happen if we don't get her coming soon.
We want the tractor to come up, but as you can see, we're just walking down the ditch, and that's what we don't want to happen. Why don't you hold it? I'll stop.
Hey, no, hold it. Stop.
The tractor's just diving in, eh?
On the edge of a country road,
You got to get the front end of that tractor swung up.
the county crew can't break the soybean truck free of the muddy ditch.
We don't want to just walk this thing down the ditch for 3 miles. We need it to come out.
They somehow need to aim the truck toward the road.
Okay, why don't I just jump the line right there?
Yes, definitely. We're gonna run a line off the rotator to get that front end of the tractor to start coming up out of the ditch.
I call it jackknifing it out. You want to literally grab the front of that truck and spin it so it's facing the road.
Okay, you all set?
We're good, Senior.
But jackknifing the tractor will still require forcing it sideways through the wall of mud.
Hopefully it comes around before the amount of force is required that actually is going to break something or have something let go.
Ethan, the further you can go, this is really dangerous, this one. Look at the mud this is bringing. She's groaning.
The truck is finally heading the right way, but for the next stretch,
Hold on, you guys. Everybody hold.
Eric is handing over the controls.
Ethan, you want to do it? Okay, you just got to make sure you listen to me.
I actually try to let Ethan work the trucks quite often, as long as you can stay there with him and make sure he's safe.
Put one leg up on here. So if the truck slides, you got to slide with it. It won't land on you. Okay. Senior, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it, guys.
I've never operated a heavy truck on a wreck like this before. Big rush of excitement to do something like that, but you can't let it take control of you, and you need to focus on what you're doing.
Keep them tight. Get that yellow one tight. Look at that yellow one. Easy on the orange. Nope. Gotta keep that one tight, buddy. You gotta stay tight on that one. Okay, guys, hold on. Everybody hold. Senior, me and you want to bring it up?
Yep. That's gonna do her. Okay, she's up.
It's a victory for the crew, including their newest member.
It's a younger generation. It's really important that they have that exposure and that they learn from it so that years from now, guys like Ethan will be the ones taking this kind of work on.
And all winter, Eric has been wondering how many more years on the road he has ahead.
My legs are on fire.
I never really feel a whole lot while I'm working. By the time I get home and I realize how stiff and sore I am, I realize I should have took it a little easier.
I think you'll be all right there.
I think really that, my issues are really just a product of what I do. It's just weird. So it hurts up here, numb down here. So I gotta start getting some things fixed or retire young, one of the two, I guess.
There's a lot to ponder over the summer, but tonight, it's just time for a rest.
Job well done for sure.
So we wanted to get out of here before dark. We got about 15 minutes left before it's pitch black. Trailers are gone. I'm ready to roll out with the tractor. It's time to go home.
Well, this is interesting.
Next time on Heavy Rescue 401.
Oh, that's ugly.
Colin leads the team.
Oh, she's on a heck of a lean.
To new heights.
Be careful up there. I am.
You watch the trailer, I'll watch the truck.
A hard pull.
He's up in the air pretty good.
Pushes John.
I've never seen them all together.
And a bittersweet goodbye at B&G.
Get a hug.